Hello, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we are going to talk about Fidelity and ARK Invest, who just bought a combined total of $275 million worth of Bitcoin. This is definitely a sign of accumulation, and this could be very bullish for the price of Bitcoin and for the entire cryptocurrency market. If you're interested in finding out more, keep watching. So first of all, what happened? Two of the largest institutional investors just made a combined purchase of $275 million worth of Bitcoin. It was reported that Fidelity Investments bought $100 million worth of Bitcoin for its managed accounts, and then ARK Invest bought an additional $175 million worth of Bitcoin. As you probably know, ARK Invest is actively managed. It is an investment fund that invests into each, so it is a significant purchase and a very bullish signal. If you've been following me for some time now, you may remember me mentioning that not only I believe that this mid-cycle bear market, is far from over, but also that there will be no repeat of 2018. In other words, if you remember the 2018 bear market where crypto prices dropped from nearly 20,000 for Bitcoin to around 3,000, we're not going to see that happen this time around. The reason is simple. This time around there is accumulation taking place by major players, by whales, by institutions. This simply did not take place in 2018. There was no accumulation. It was almost like everything was sold at the same time. This time around, however, is completely different, and this $275 million purchase is a good example of that. Another thing that I want to point out is that this is yet another great example of how there are absolutely no conflicts of interest here on this channel. If you follow me on social media, you already know that. But for those who don't, let me show you this tweet. On November 29th, I tweeted, "In my opinion, the best way to play this current market environment is to buy the dip and hold long term." This is exactly what I'm doing with my personal accounts. No shorts, no complex strategies, just buy and hold. What are you doing? And guess what? I'm not even joking. I am literally not kidding. Here is my account. You can clearly see that I am down. Of course, like everybody else, because the market is red right now. But I'm not selling. And in fact, yesterday, I bought even more. I continue to buy when prices go down. So there are no conflicts of interest here. All of my trades are public. My entire portfolio is public. You can look at it and see for yourself. There are no secrets. And speaking of secrets, let's get back to our Bitcoin price pumping news. So overall, this $275 million purchase is a great sign of accumulation. It shows that smart money is getting interested. So what else do we have today? Well, the second piece of news is the fact that Grayscale has converted another 33,000 Bitcoins to a fully owned and controlled So 33,000 Bitcoins were moved to a cold storage wallet. Additionally, Grayscale announced that they will be converting all of their holdings into a fully owned and controlled subsidiary by the end of this year. So it is very likely that these Bitcoins will be held long term. They will not be liquidated. This is further confirmation that there is no intention to sell. Instead, there is an intention to accumulate and to hold long term. As I mentioned earlier, this is what whales do. And in addition to that, this is exactly what institutions do. Smart money always accumulates in a bear market. And since the last Bitcoin halving event took place approximately 460 days ago, it is normal to see this type of activity picking up as we approach the next halving. What this means is that we are likely to see a lot more accumulation over the next 140 or so days. So most likely, Bitcoin prices will remain low until the next halving takes place. But after the next halving, supply will be reduced. So the demand will likely go up. So I truly do believe that this is the perfect time to accumulate. Don't sell your Bitcoin. Hold on to your Bitcoin. Keep accumulating and you will thank yourself in the future. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and consider sharing it. Subscribe to my channels. I would love to have you back for my next one. And if you enjoy reading, find me on a blog where among other types of content, you will find a weekly newsletter with the key events and economic data that will help you stay up to date on the most important news. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you in my new one tomorrow. Take care.